Hey everyone, today I'm back with another recycled antenna project. Let's dig through this pile of old broken electronics and see if there's anything interesting we can reuse to build one. This old speaker looks pretty promising. Let's take a look inside and see if there are any parts we can put to good use. Now it's time to get started. The first step is to see which parts can be reused. I'll start by prying off the outer cover. To do it safely without damaging the housing, I'll use a flathead screwdriver. And I can see that the speaker driver inside this speaker is still very useful and can definitely be reused. Now I'll remove the screws and take the speaker driver out. Even though it came from an old speaker system, this speaker driver still looks almost brand new. These are the 2 points on the driver where I'll solder a single core wire to each side in a moment. Next, I have a fan capacitor that I'm going to reuse as part of this antenna device. Although it doesn't amplify the signal, it allows high-frequency signals to pass while blocking direct current between different parts of the circuit. When combined properly with the other components, it also helps provide more stable signal transmission, reduces unwanted interference, and helps the device perform more effectively. The positive terminal of the speaker driver will be connected to the positive terminal of the fan capacitor, while the negative terminal will be connected to the corresponding negative terminal. I'm using soldering techniques to create strong, reliable connections between the key connecting parts. Here I've prepared a rectangular wooden board to serve as the base for the antenna device. This wooden base provides a solid and stable surface for mounting the components and makes it easier to arrange their positions. I'll use hot glue to firmly attach all the important parts onto the surface of the board so they won't shift during use or testing. This is a female power plug. I'll connect it to the remaining ends of the 2 single-core wires to create the main connection point for this project. The starting point of the signal transmission section is a male power plug. This component acts as the input point where the signal enters the system, beginning its transmission through the internal circuit components. And of course, the irreplaceable main component in the signal transmission system is a section of coaxial cable. This is a key part that helps transmit signals stably, reduces loss, and minimizes interference during transmission. And one end of this cable is being directly connected to the male power plug. With the other end of this cable, I'll finish preparing it for connection to the TV. This is a straight F connector, a small but very important component. It is used to link the coaxial cable end with a 90-degree F connector, making it easier and more convenient to connect to the TV. So the entire homemade antenna system is now complete. I'll take it out and connect it to the TV right away. So the entire homemade antenna system is now complete. I'm going to take it out and connect it to the TV right away, and let's see how it performs. Before connecting this recycled antenna device to the TV, I want to check first so you can clearly see that at this moment, the television is not receiving any signal at all. Just a few seconds after making the connection, the picture has already appeared on the screen. But we won't jump to conclusions yet. Let's keep testing for a while longer to see whether the signal remains stable or not. Even though the signal still seems stable so far and nothing unusual has happened yet, to test it more carefully, I'm going to disconnect it and plug it back in once again to see what happens. And the final result shows that even with recycled parts like an old speaker driver and a fan capacitor, this antenna system still performs quite stably when assembled properly. The speaker driver, although originally an audio component, can still act as a supporting signal element, while the fan capacitor helps stabilize current and reduce interference during transmission. When combined together, they help the signal become more stable and less noisy than initially expected. You don't need expensive equipment, just the ability to reuse what seems like waste, and you can still build something practical and effective. And that's the most interesting part of projects like this.